Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Channel 23. My name is Tom Kirby. I'm here with one of my colleagues, Deborah Pinching, and we're going to be talking about the Disability Employment Awareness activity that we're going to be having on October 27th here at the Pecos River Village Conference Center. And we're going to have speakers and a lunch, a free lunch. And so, Deborah, can you kind of give me an idea of what kind of activities we're going to be having?
Yes, we're going to start out at 9 o'clock in the morning with a continental breakfast and a speaker, Jack and Judy Babel, which are going to talk. They're both disabled and they have worked for many, many years as special educators, and they're going to explain the differences in how they were treated during their employment and what kind of issues came up that they needed accommodated for. And then we're going to go into a tour, and we're going to tour 3 facilities that have hired disabled individuals and are also making their facilities as accessible as possible for them. And we're going to look at the accessibilities that they've done and the issues that they've had with employment. One of them is Celtech at the Industrial Center out there, and then we're going to have Walmart, and then we're going to the courthouse, and we're going to tour Tom Rutledge's courtroom for to see the accessibility that he has done there. And then we're going to come back and do a little bit of a feedback on the tour and have a free lunch. And then we're going to have speakers during the afternoon, and we're also having a vendor fair where there'll be several different vendors there for people to go to and see different varying things about disabilities. And we will also have some catalogs that will be available. And we also have the new information for the ADA accessibility guidelines that have also been turned into the new standards for the 2012 year that are already accepted by the Department of Justice. And our speakers will be Jeff Diamond, the law firm, and he's going to be talking about the work incentive for Social Security, and he was saying that he felt like it was a successful thing, even if an employee only works 6 months, that he's gaining skills and feeling good about himself because he's in. We're going to have Kyle Stock from the woman's law firm, and she's going to, I'm not sure exactly what she's going to be talking about, but we think it's going to be health reform. Then we're having the Department of Transportation that's going to be showing us the improvements for disabled that they're making for the Carlsbad project, downtown project. And then we're having Barry Jolly from the Division for Vocational Rehab, and Pat White from the Commission for the Blind to show the different areas that they help with vocational rehab for the blind. And then we have Carolyn Cadillo from NMSUC, where she's the one that does the special needs adaptations for students there.
Okay. Now, how do you feel that an event like this would be beneficial to the employers in town?
I feel like the employers can benefit from the information that we're going to be giving them, and we're trying to start a positive bridge with the businessmen to show them that we're here to help. Try to show different accessibilities that aren't necessarily real expensive ones, but that we can help them with, like just little things like with corporal tunnel, they may need just a simple pencil grip that will help ease the pain in their hands, or a screen reader for a person who's becoming visually impaired, so that they could work longer. We saw a thing at the disability conference we just went to where IBM was talking about where there could be a blind person and a deaf person talking together, and neither one would know that they even had a disability because of the accessibility that there is coming up. And so we just want to let the businessmen know what the new issues are, and if they have issues, to try to find an avenue to be able to help them to do that. I know the Disability Advisory Board is thinking about trying to get community project money to help repaint the stripes and the handicap parking area, because we found out that they're supposed to be painted blue, not yellow. And also the new accessibility guidelines and standards are also going to have where it's written in the stripes, no parking, so that people with motorcycles and small cars won't pull in there and park, so that a person like you with a wheelchair ramp can get out more accessible.
Yeah, I noticed that I have a lot of issues with that myself when I go out parking anywhere in the city. I sometimes have to wait for somebody to pull out, or have somebody else drive my van to back it up if somebody blocks my access. And that's one of the key issues, is accessibility, and that's with the accessibility board established with the city last year. That is definitely one of the projects that we are looking into, and we're going to keep working with the city to make it more accessible, make it as accessible as it can be, and get grant funding for that, hopefully. And
Tom, one of the other things that we're doing with the Disability Advisory Board too is we're going to have letters of recognition for businesses that are becoming accessible, and we're going to be advertising that real strongly so that we can build up the businesses that are becoming accessible, because there's so many people in town that are having accessibility issues, even seniors that may be in a walker, or people who are becoming blind that need more accessibility. And so that way they'll know which businesses are safe to go to and will feel safe to do business with.
And I also have been noticing around town that a lot of the curve cuts have been modified or changed to make them more accessible within the community itself, and that is very good for people in wheelchairs, even in people in walkers or strollers, or bicycles. You know, anybody that uses bicycles, they can now access the sidewalk a lot easier.
They also have signs up for blind access to warn the drivers that it is a blind access. And we'd also like the public to know that if there's a person with a white cane and they hold the white cane out, that the driver is supposed to stop and let the blind person go across, because they can't see and they can hear the cars, but sometimes they're uneasy to know if they can pass or not. So that's a law that's been in effect, but we really haven't enforced it that much in Carlsbad, but that is something we want people to be aware of also.
Okay, and that's called the white cane law.
Yes.
Yes, and that's very important. I have a friend here in town that's very adamant about pushing or getting people to know about that law, because even I wasn't even aware of what needs to be done in regards to the white cane law. And that's very beneficial for anybody to know. And to get back to the disability employment project that we're doing on October 27th, the persons that you need to contact are me, Tom Kirby, at 575-200-6557, or Rebecca Sanchez at 499-6040. And please contact us if you have any questions regarding registering for the event, or any other questions that you might have, and we'll be glad to do that. My name is Tom Kirby, and for Channel 23, and here at the Pecos River Valley Conference Center. I hope to see you there on October 27th.